I'm Dave Knapp, man on the mounjaro. That's why I'm here. You are on the pen. Wegovy, Saxenda, Victoza, Trulicity, Mounjaro, Zepbound, Compound. That pen is what we talk about here. And we got some really surprising news this morning. Some really disappointing news on Cagrisema. So what is Cagrisema? If you're new to the channel, you might need a little refresher. Cagrisema is semaglutide from Novo Nordisk combined with cagrilintide, which is an amylin agonist. They couple these two different pathways that work similarly in the body to help people lose weight. And this was the next best thing in the pipeline from Novo Nordisk. And the thing about Cagrisema is that Novo Nordisk had basically pumped up Cagrisema with investors, telling investors that they expected Cagrisema to hit 25% weight loss, 25% body weight loss in 68 weeks. And we got the data back today from that phase 3 trial. And this is where things get interesting because Eli Lilly, as you may be familiar with, is releasing retatrutide in around late 2026, or sorry, in 2027. And it's very likely that retatrutide will show weight loss probably somewhere in the ballpark of 25%, maybe even higher, especially when you look at the splits between men and women. Cagrisema was supposed to be Novo Nordisk's competitor with retatrutide, or at least that's what it was billed up to be. Obviously, retatrutide hitting the market after Cagrisema, significantly after Cagrisema. Cagrisema should hit the market sometime around late 2025, probably early 2026. So interestingly, the news that we got today is that Cagrisema only showed 22.7% body weight in 68 weeks. I'm battling a cold and my mind is not sharp this week. You can probably hear it in my voice. But I wanted to get a video out on this today because this is massive news. 22.7% body weight. Now, in 68 weeks, that's on par with tirzepatide, right? Which is currently available as Zepbound on the market for obesity management and Mounjaro for anti-diabetes medication. Same molecule, same pens, same dosing, same everything, different indications. But tirzepatide showed 22.5% weight loss in 72 weeks. Cagrisema showing 22.7 in 68 weeks. So it's going to be a competitor with tirzepatide, not with retatrutide. And you might say, well, that's still really great numbers and it will offer a lot of hope to a lot of people. Another option, of course, Novo Nordisk spending $11.5 billion this past week to successfully acquire 3 factories from Catalent, who was purchased by their parent company, Novo Holdings. That's all really good news, but let's just take a look at how big of news this is. This morning, on this news drop, Cagrisema in Novo Nordisk in pre-market trading dropped 24% at one point. A 24% drop in their stock. So for those of us holding a little bit of Novo Nordisk stock, we took quite a little Christmas beating this morning. And so a super frustrating showing from Cagrisema, and well below the expectations of 25% weight loss that we had expected to see based upon what the folks at Novo Nordisk were sort of hyping Cagrisema up to be. It's a huge blow to Novo Nordisk. While it's going to be better than Wegovy and it's going to be marginally better than tirzepatide on average, this is not what they were hoping for. And frankly, it's not what we were hoping for either. So that's the update this morning on Cagrisema. And I just wanted to bring this to you this morning right away as this news broke. This was not the news I wanted to wake up for. We've been waiting for weeks for this information, for this data to drop. And this is not what I expected. And this is not what the investors expected or Novo Nordisk expected, but this is what it is. So that's what we got this morning. We will be taking it easy until I can get this voice rehabbed but wanted to bring you the news on Cagrisema this morning. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all have a great weekend with your family. Check out the book with a special price on it from now until Christmas. Great time to get the book that we just wrote, Decoding GLP-1, a guide for friends and family of those on the pen. I really, really hope and pray that you'll check this out and that this would be the catalyst for a lot of really great conversations this Christmas season between you and your loved ones when you inevitably show up for Christmas and they ask, how'd you lose all that weight? This will answer that question for you. Hit that like before we go today, and we will check you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me.